So, Hare Krishna, Prabhu Mataji, welcome all of you for today's 18th of September 2024. See Bhagavad-gītā. So, we'll be discussing two verses, verse number 39 and 40 from 10th chapter of Srimad Bhagavad-gītā. So, 39, 10.39. Yacchapi sarvabhutana bijam tadaham arjuna na tadasti vina yatsyan maya bhutam characharam. Yacchapi sarvabhutana बीजं तदहम अर्जुन न तदस्ति विना यत्स्यान् मया भूतं चराचरम. Translation by Prabhupada ki jai. Furthermore, O Arjuna, I am the generating seed of all existences. There is no being, moving or non-moving, that can exist without me. Go to the 40th verse. Nantosti mama divyānām विभूतीनां परन्तप एष तुद्देशतः प्रोक्तो विभूतेर्विस्तरो मया नान्तोऽस्ति मम दिव्यानां विभूतीनां परन्तप एष तुद्देशतः प्रोक्तो विभूतेर्विस्तरो मया. Translation by Prabhupada ki jai. O mighty conqueror of enemies, there is no end to my divine manifestations. What I have spoken to you is but a mere indication of my infinite opulences. Jai Shri Prabhupada ki jai. See, this is such a wonderful chapter. See, in the 18th verse, in this chapter, 10th chapter Bhagavad-gītā, the translation, translated said, Arjuna is telling, O Janardana, again, please describe in detail the mystic power of your opulences. I am never satiated in hearing about you. For the more I hear, the more I want to taste the nectar of your words. So in the 19th verse, Krishna is responding. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, yes, I will tell you of my splendorous manifestations, but only of those which are prominent, O Arjuna, for my opulence is limitless. So Krishna mentions a few of his unlimited opulences from verse 20 till 39, 10.20 to 10.30. So we are seeing every day, right? So many opulences have been. So actually, this chapter is so wonderful. If somebody asks, whom to worship, and if we say Krishna, then why? So we can see this from the seed verse, the 10.8 only, Krishna says, Aham sarvasya prabho mato sarvam pravatate eti matva vajante ma buddhava. I am the source of everything material and spiritual, and everything emanates from me. So that's why we are worshipping Krishna. So it's just a conviction, right? So Krishna is mentioning his unlimited opulences also. You can see from that. Why is the absolute truth? See, Krishna is the proprietor of everything, the ultimate beneficiary, right? And the receiver of the results of everything. See, we may consider ourselves to be the proprietors of the fruits of our labor, right? But this is a misconception. We cannot do that. We must come to understand that Krishna is the ultimate proprietor of the fruits of all our works. See, hundreds of people may be working in an office, right? But they understand that whatever profit the business makes, it belongs to the proprietor. On the other hand, one more thing an example we can take is as soon as the teller of the banks, no, he thinks that, oh, I have so much money, cashier, right? So I'm the proprietor. Let me take it home with me. Then his trouble starts. So if we think we can use whatever wealth we have amassed for our own sense gratification, no, actually we are acting out of karma, a lust. But if we come to understand that everything we have belongs to Krishna, then we are liberated. See, we may have some money, right, in our hands. But as soon as we think that we are the proprietor, then we are under the influence of Maya. So one who is situated in the consciousness that everything belongs to Krishna is an actual learned man. Ishavasyam idam sarvam yat kincha jagatyam jagat. Ten tyaktena bhunjita ma grada kasya svidhanam. Everything, animate or inanimate, that is within the universe is controlled and owned by the Lord. So one should therefore accept only those things necessary for himself, which are set aside as his quota. And one must not accept other things, knowing well to whom they belong. So for everyone who is born, quota is set aside for you. But if you want to go beyond that, that is greed, lust, greed, and everything. Then trouble starts. So this consciousness of Ishavasya, everything belongs to Krishna, that must be revived. Not only individually, but nationally, universally, right? Prabhupada says, then there will be peace in this whole world. So we saw just now the translation of 4.39, right? O Arjuna, I am the generating seed of all existences. There is no being, moving or non-moving, that can exist without me. And the purport Prabhupada says, everything has a cause. Everything has a cause. And that cause or seed of manifestation is Krishna. Sarva Karana Karana, which is Brahma Samhita, right? And Brahma is telling Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachidananda Vigraha Nadiradir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. He is the cause of all causes. So without Krishna's energy, nothing can exist. And therefore he is called omnipotent. Without his potency, neither the movable nor the immovable can exist. So in one of the classes, Prabhupada says, Bijam mam sarva bhutanam vidhi partha sanatanam. You're talking about seeds, right? This one. In Bhagavad-gītā 7.10. O son of Pritha, know that I am the original seed of all existences, the intelligent of the intelligent, and the prowess of all powerful men. So Bijam means seed. See, the seed is actually Sanatana. That is, Sanatana means eternal. The seed is eternal. So Sanatana means eternal. See, there is a gigantic tree. But what is the platform? What is the background of this gigantic tree? It is a seed. The small seed, that mustard-like grain seed, right? So that is the background of a large tree. So Bijam Mam Sarva Bhutanam Vidhi Partha Sanatana. So that seed is eternal. The seed within me, within you, everyone, the seed is there. And as soon as the seed takes place in the mother's womb, the seed begins to fructify little by little, right? Then it comes out. So when it is properly developed, like with hands, legs, eyes, it comes out from the mother's womb. Again, again it will be developing, right? He becomes a boy, youth. So many things changes, everything changes. But the seed is permanent. So the body is changing, but the seed is there. Therefore, it is Sanatana. So it is very easy to understand how we change our body. We are changing our body every moment. Imperceptibly. We cannot perceive it. Imperceptibly, we are changing our body every moment, every second. So change of body is a fact. So the bijam, that small particle, the spark of spirit, that is Sanatana, eternal. Body is changing. So when it is changed to another body, that means transmigration of the soul from one body to another. So this is a fact, and it is not very difficult to understand. Right? See, in another one of the classes of Bhagavatam by Prabhupada, he was telling, so the woman, the female is the energy. He said, like the woman, the female, she's the energy. See, when a man comes at home, he sees that everything is nicely decorated, my wife is well dressed, and food stuff is nicely prepared. So he becomes encouraged, and he can work more nicely. Therefore, woman is the energy. The woman gives energy, and he can work. So from where this idea came? The idea came because it is originally there. Janmadhyasya yataha. 1.1.1, first verse of Srimad Bhagavatam. So everything is coming from the Supreme Lord. Otherwise, where do we get this idea? Sarvam Khalvaidam Brahma, without being in the origin, right? It's not Bijoham Sarva Bhutanam, 7.10, 7.10, right? In Bhagavad-gītā. Krishna says, I am the root of everything. That's what he said. Oh, son of Pritha, know that I am the original seed of all existence, right? So if this energy, male and female combination, is a necessity, so where from this necessity came into existence unless it is there in the origin? So it is to be understood that Absolute has energy. He has got different energies. So by his energies, he's acting. And that is confirmed in Vedic Sutra, right? Parasya Shaktir Vividhaiva Shruyate. That is in Shvetasvara Upanishad, 6.8, and Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila also 13.65 purport it is given. It says, the Supreme Lord has nothing to do. Nothing is equal to him or greater than him. Krishna, he acts in different phases by manifesting his parts and parcels, and which are all simultaneously different, situated by his unlimited, variegated potencies. Unlimited. So each potency acts quite naturally, in sequences, and providing him full knowledge, power, and pastimes. So the Supreme Absolute Truth has multi-energies. Parasya Shaktir Vividhaiva Shruyate. Multi-energies. And Swabhaviki Jnana Bala Kriyacha. That is, by his energies, he is working in such a nice way that it appears that it is being automatically done. That's what people think. It is automatic, but he is acting in such a beautiful way. And Prabhupada gives an example of a tape recorder. See, it's a tape recorder, those days a tape recorder was there, right? It is working. How is it working? Electrical energy is working. So he said, by the electrical energy, the machine is so nicely working, then when it is replayed, exactly I am speaking, right? Record and then speak, and again it is the same. So energy is working. So I am speaking, my speaking energy is acting, electrical energy is helping. So this machine energy is accepting and a nice thing is coming, right? Similarly, the whole cosmic manifestation is a manifestation of the Lord's energies. So in the purport of 4.39, Prabhupada says, whatever existence is not founded on the energy of Krishna. See, we just saw all our energies of Krishna. Now, whatever existence is not founded on the energy of Krishna is called Maya. And Maya means that which is not. Let us see what is Maya. See, we are living under the influence of material nature. But we are thinking that we are independent. We think that we are doing, I am doing everything. It's mine. I created this. This is illusion. This is called Maya. And so long we do not understand this defect of our materialistic way of life, no, that is called defeat. So whatever we are doing, that is defeat. We are not conquering, but we are being defeated by the mental energy, which is very beautifully given in Bhagavad-gītā, right? Devi Kesha Gunamayi, Mamam Maya Duratyaya, 7.14 Bhagavad-gītā says. So we are all under the influence of Maya, illusion. Aham mameti, right? Janasya moho aham, ayam. 5.5.8 Bhagavatam says, I am this feature of life, that aham, no, I am independent. And whatever I created, that is mine. This is illusion. So Janasya moho ayam, it says. So these are all explained in Bhagavatam in different places. So our author of Srimad Bhagavatam, Vyasadeva, right, he says, just aim your objective to the absolute truth. Not to the objects. Just aim your objective to the absolute truth, Supreme Personality Godhead. As Satyam Param. It is not a relative truth, it's absolute truth. That you should understand. So we cannot expect that 10% people will be God conscious or Krishna conscious. Impossible. Because here in this middle world, right? It is a place where Maya is predominant. Maya is predominant means forgetfulness of God is predominant. Maya means nothing. See, Maya is not a ghost. Maya is a condition of consciousness. That's all. When you forget God or Krishna, that is called Maya. Very simple. When you forget Krishna, that is Maya. So in the Bhagavad-gītā, it's very nicely explained in the 7th chapter that Devi hi Asya Gonamayi Mamamaya Duyatya, 7.14, right? So the influence of Maya is so strong that it is very difficult to surmount. Yes, Maya is energy of Krishna also. So as your energy can produce so much wonderful things, so why not Krishna's energy? Why it is not very strong? Krishna's energy is the strongest. Just like you are also energy, right? But why you are not strong? Just like when you are a criminal, now Prabhupada gives a beautiful example in one of his classes. He said, just like when you are a criminal, okay, when you are in the custody of police energy of the government, police energy of the government, then you are weaker. So because one of the energies of this government is there, police energy. The whole population is the energy of the government. So this is an example he's giving. See, one energy is civil population, another energy is criminal population, and another energy is the government. So three energies. One is civil population, another criminal population, and the government. So what happens? The criminal population means against the principles of government. That is criminal population, which are against the principles of government. And civil population means the law-abiding principles of government. And the law or energy means to punish the criminals. So this Maya is law and order energy of Krishna. Those who have come to this material world, we are all criminal energy now. We are not actually criminals, but energy. So just like a man born is not a criminal, right? But by association, he becomes a criminal. Or by association, he becomes a saintly person. So it's a question of association. So similarly, the spirit soul, as soon as it becomes association to spirit soul, it becomes pure. He's pure as anything, right? So see, God, Krishna is pure. Similarly, the Son of God is also actually pure. So as soon as he forgets God and wants to become free, or wants to become an imitation of God, then Maya. So in the material world, everybody is trying to become an imitation of God. See, God is one. Krishna is one. He cannot be two. But here the struggle for existence means living entities who are put into this material world. No, every one of them is trying to become an imitation of God. Therefore, this struggle for existence is there. So illusion means to accept something which you are not, or which is not a fact. That is illusion. Just like sometimes we see the sun, no, is on the western side, right? But the reflection of the glass is reflecting some light on the other side. So we are thinking that sun has come to the other side. So we have got this experience, okay? So sun is on this side, reflecting the sun shining on the other glass, and this is on the other side. So we are thinking that the sun is now in this side, not on the west, it's in the east side. So this is called illusion. So the example of illusion, that is, which is not a fact, but it is appearing. See, false thing appearing as truth, that is called Maya. False thing appearing as truth is called Maya. So this is the explanation of Maya. Prabhupada says, Ma means not, Ya means this. Maya, what you are experiencing, that is not. That is called Maya. So conditioned soul, right? A child will think that although the fact is sun is this side, by seeing the reflection, a child may think the sun is on the other side. So that is called illusion. So in the 40th verse, purport, Prabhupada says, as stated in the Vedic literature, although the opulences and energies of Supreme are understood in various ways, there is no limit to such opulences. Therefore, not all the opulences and energies can be explained. Simply a few examples are being described to Arjuna to pacify his inquisitiveness. That's what we saw, right? Arjuna was asking to please tell me all the opulences. So Krishna says, I am unlimited, so I will give you a few of them. That's why from the 10.20 to 39, he's giving all his opulences. So how we can understand that we are different from this body? Very simplified method. You will find in Bhagavad-gītā 2.13, Dehino asmin yata dehe, kaumaram yovanam jara, tata dehantara praptir, dhiras tatrana mohyati. Dehina asmin dehe, that is in this body, there is soul. So dehi means the possessor of this body. See, I am not this body. Right? If you ask me, sometimes you ask the child, right, what is this? He will say, it is my head. If you say, like, it is my head. Similarly, if you ask me also, anyone, what is this? It is my head. So nobody will say, I head. My head, right? So if you scrutinizingly, if you start analyzing the parts of the body, you will say it is my head, my hand, my finger, my leg. But where is this I? My is spoken when there is a I, right? So, but we have no information of the I. We have simply information of mind. That is called ignorance. So the whole world is under this impression of taking the body as the self. Another example we can give. Just like some of the relatives, right? Suppose my father has died. I'm crying. Oh, my father is gone. My father is gone. But if somebody says, why do you say your father is gone? He's lying there. His body is there. Why are you crying? No, no, no. That is his body. That is his body. My father is gone. Therefore, see, in our present calculation, I am seeing your body. You're seeing my body. Nobody is seeing the actual person. After death, he comes to the sense. Oh, it is not my father. It is my father's body. See? So we become intelligent after death. And while we are living, we are in ignorance. This is the modern civilization. See, this Supreme Lord is represented throughout the entire material universe by his entering into all the things as Super Soul, Paramatma. So Krishna is telling Arjuna that there is no point in understanding how things exist in their separate opulence and grandeur. Actually, it's in the 10.40, the last verse of the purport. He should know that all things are existing due to Krishna's entering them as Super Soul. See, from Brahma, the most gigantic entity, right, down to the smallest ant, all are existing because Krishna has entered in each and all and is sustaining them. So devotional service and worship of Krishna are very clearly indicated in this chapter, the 10th chapter, in verses 8 to 11, 8, 9, 10, 11, 4 seed verses. So that is also seed, right? So that is the way of pure devotional service. So how one can attain the highest devotional perfection of association with the Supreme Lord, very nicely explained in this chapter. That's why Baladev Vidyabhushan, a very great acharya in disciplic section from Krishna, he concludes his commentary on this chapter by saying, Yachakti Lesha Suryadya Bhavanti Atya Ugra Tejasah Yadamshena Dhritam Vishwam Sa Krishno Dashame Archyate. From Lord Krishna's potent energy, even the powerful sun gets its power. And by Krishna's partial expansion, the whole world is maintained. So Krishna is worshipable. What a point, right? See, Krishna's potent energy, from that Krishna's potent energy, even the powerful sun gets its power. And by Krishna's partial expansion only, the whole world is maintained. So how much unlimited? So Krishna is worshipable. That's why he's Supreme Personality of Godhead. So let us summarize, because in the today we saw 39:40, right? There are only two more verses in this chapter, 41 and 42, which tomorrow we will be taking, when Prabhu or Manachi will be taking. See, the importance of the seed verses of Bhagavad-gītā in this, that is 10.8, 9, 10, 11. See, as soon as you come to Bhagavad-gītā, we may decide that we have to study it, right? But we don't know from where to start, because there are 700 verses. People will ask, right, which chapter to start, right from the first or last. So maybe 7 verses in Bhagavad-gītā, but these 4 verses, seed verses, they are the seed verses, very important. See, you put into seed, you put in the ground, water it, right, and the big tree comes out. So similarly, these verses are also very, very potent. So out of these 4 verses, the 7 verses of Bhagavad-gītā springs. That is why these 4 verses are very important. We should memorize this. Words and translation, 10.8, 9, 10, and 11. And the introspection is the way to Krishna. What does it mean? See, Brahmaji, he prays, let me have the introspection to create. He was supposed to create. So he's praying, let me have the introspection to create. Introspection means, let me look inward at my faults and not look outward at other people's faults. So that is how he starts, right? We always look to problems, to solve our problems outwardly. Brahmaji tried to solve his problem outwardly, right? For 100 celestial years, and he failed. So we do not have the 100 celestial years. We do not have the luxury to fail also. So what do we do on our spiritual life? We have to do introspection. We have to look inward. Brahmaji's penance came in the form of drisham, introspection. So Prabhupada writes in the Bhagavad-gītā, the Lord says that to those who are constantly engaged in devotional service with love and divine affection, Supreme Personality of Godhead gives intelligence from within, and thus they may make further progress. So Brahmaji is the first person to actually apply Bhagavad-gītā 10.10. 8, 9, the third seed verse. And what are the different steps of yoga? See, when one knows the goal is Krishna, but is addicted to the fruits, it is karma yoga. When one knows the goal is Krishna, but takes pleasure in mental speculation to understand Krishna, he is acting in jnana yoga. And when one knows the goal and sees completely in Krishna consciousness and devotional service, he is acting in buddhi yoga or bhakti yoga. So that is the highest perfectional stage. So the Krishna gives the intelligence in bhakti yoga. So finally, the connection between the chapter 9 and 10. So the Krishna ends the 9th chapter with the important statement saying that how to fix the mind on Krishna. Manmanama Bhakto, 9.34, the last verse in 9th chapter. So therefore, you have to fix the mind in Krishna. So how to fix, right? So Krishna's 10th chapter, this chapter describes Krishna's opulences on which a devotee can fix his mind. And how to remember him? When we see the opulent, when we see the powerful, when we see the beautiful things in this world. So many things we can see just by seeing the sun, the moon, the big energy, mountains, rivers, sea, ocean, all these opulence, right? Powerful, beautiful things in this world, nature. You can remember Krishna. So thereby you can fix your mind in that way, 24 hours a day. See, the conclusion of chapter 9 is that one should become a pure devotee of the Lord, right? So chapter 10 will increase our devotion by hearing more and more about Krishna's opulences. So this is the point to understand. So stop here. So this chapter is coming to an end. Tomorrow it will finish. So a lot of wonderful lessons we learned. Try to put it into practice. Thank you very much, Prabhu Mataji. Hare Krishna, Granthara Srimad Bhagavad-gītā ki jai, Shri Prabhupada ki jai. Tagore Mari Vancha Kalpatarubish Kripat Dubai Patidanam Pavane Vishnu. Thank you, Prabhu Mataji. Hare Krishna.